Hey everyone, welcome back to Apocalyptic Guitars. Yes, this is Nate here, and it's a snowy day here. A little bit chilly, but that's okay. It's progress. Let's see what we have so far. Yes. So, we have the fretboard glued on. Yep, I did that off camera. Again, if you're wondering, you're like, well, I didn't see that in the other video. Well, I'm not going to film every single thing that I do, basically for time issues, because if I filmed every single thing on video, this would be like an 80-part video, because it takes time to do stuff, most of this stuff, a lot of time. So, yeah, we got a neck. It's glued in. What we're going to do today on video is we're going to cut out the edges of the fretboard so it's flush with the neck itself, and then we're going to route out it out so it's flush with the neck. I do have the tuner holes drilled out, and here's what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking. I have this veneer of basswood, and I'm thinking of, this is reversed, but you'll get the idea, putting another veneer on top of the mahogany, and then cutting out the edge. So basically, it would the very edge right here would be cut out to show the mahogany, and that's going to give it like a 3D effect. And I think it's cool because the basswood, the color matches the maple, so it'll still match the guitar. But I don't know, I kind of like that idea of having a 3D kind of two-tone headstock. It's really nice. It's kind of like what I did with the body here with the mahogany strip down the middle, but it'll be on the headstock, which will look really cool, I think. So that's, I think, what we're gonna do for that. And then we're gonna route out the channel for the neck pocket, so we can actually fit the neck in and then see what it's going to look like in the end. So yes, let's get started. We're going to go right to the bandsaw. Yes. There we go. Now you don't want to cut it flush with the neck yet. You want to leave it like at least 2 mil from the neck blank itself, and then you can either use a sander or a router. I'm going to use a router because it's a lot safer that way. So yeah, it just gives you enough room just to play with, because you really want to make it flush with the neck blank itself, and then you'll essentially get rid of all the glue that's still in there. So yeah, that's about it. We got the blank. So let's head on over. All right. So basically, we just cut it out so that there's at least 2 mil showing on each side. And then now what we can do is we can glue this in place down here. Well, with masking tape. You want to use masking tape and super glue trick for this. And then what you would do is you take the router and just route out. Because I had already routed out the edges of the neck for the final profiling. So yeah, that's pretty much that. So now we're gonna do the trick now, and then we're going to route it out. Yes, here we go. Alright, so we got the masking tape here. And we're just going to put a very long piece just down here. Like so. And then we want to burnish it down with, you could use whatever you want. I like to use the glue bottle itself to burnish. This gives it strength. Oops. Let's put this over here for right now. So basically, you just want to go right down the middle of the fretboard. And don't worry, folks, this isn't going to hurt the fretboard. It is masking tape. I really would not use anything but masking tape, simply because if you use like duct tape or double-sided tape, you're likely to tear out the grain of the fretboard, and it's going to leave like residue and shit, and you really don't want that. So yeah, we're just going to glue this down. You just need a strip of glue. Don't go overboard with the glue, because you don't want to super glue your fretboard to the table. That would really suck. If you did that, it would really suck. So basically just line it up, and there we go. We're all lined up now. And if there is a thing called accelerator that you would spray on the other side of the duct tape to make it dry faster, but that shit's kind of nasty shit. It will, yeah, you don't want to breathe it in, let me just say that. So we're going to let this sit and dry and cure, and then we'll be back to route it out. Yes, here we go. Alright guys, so this has had time to cure and dry. That's not going anywhere. And now we can route out the rest here. So, we got that. Now, glasses. Always need your glasses for safety reasons, of course. You don't want a chunk of wood flying in your eye. That is not fun. That is not fun whatsoever. Alright, so now we can and there we have it. I went up to here on this side because the volute is in the way, which will be carved down anyway once we carve the neck. But we have it pretty much flush here. And there we go, folks. That is pretty much there. And then what we can do is pare away what's left of it. I could actually put a template down and then raise it up so I can actually get all the way in here. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. So we'll be back in a second. Folks, so now what we can do is we can take a chisel and just pare the rest away here. And there we go. We have basically a neck now. Now we're going to go to the spindle sander. Alright folks, we're at the spindle sander now. I've got a real fine grit sandpaper on this drum. This will ensure that it won't take too much off, so we should be good. So let's spindle some. Basically, that's what we got. And then we can come back over here. Basically, do some final pairing here. There we have it. We have a neck. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in the random orbital and just fix that up real quick. Everything else is good though. We have a neck basically. So let's come back with the random orbital now. And there we have it. We have basically a neck. We're at our final shape. Pau Ferro actually has like a very floral smell to it. It's very, very floral, which is nice. So there we go, folks. We have a friggin' neck. Where did I put that nut? So basically what we have is our nut, which that'll be gluing, and I gotta file the nut a little bit, but there we go. We basically have a neck. Now I like to use this thread because it's about the same thickness as the third string. Maybe even the B string. I don't know. But yeah, basically what we have here is an outline. Of where we're at. It looks good to me. Yeah, looks like we're good, folks. We have a neck. So now what we got to do is we need to do one of two things. We need to either route the neck pocket out on the body and actually fit the goddamn thing, or we need to make the other veneer for the top. And you know what? I think we're going to make the veneer for the top, so let's get started on that. So basically what we have here is an outline of what we got. So now we can bandsaw it and see where we go. I'm going to do this real quick off camera, so I'll be back. Alright folks, so what I did off camera was I cut out basically where I'm going to glue this veneer. So it's going to kind of look like that. It's going to look really neat. So, that being said, we just got to glue it in. But, you probably don't want to see me gluing shit in. That's quite boring, and we're going to tackle that now, but you'll see it for the next episode. So the next episode will be actually routing the neck pocket now, because we're pretty much done with the neck until we have to carve it. And then, from there we'll do some routing. So see you in the next episode. This is Apocalyptic Guitars. Yes.